You know, welcoming your baby into the world is a one-of-a-kind experience. You can't do it over again, and that is exactly why it's important to choose the right OB-GYN for you and your baby. We're about to get some great advice on this, as our next guest is a board-certified physician with 2 decades of experience in obstetrics and gynecology. Danielle Henderson is the Executive Medical Director of Women's Services at EvergreenHealth. Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
I mean, it really is true. I mean, you get one shot to go through the experience in a wonderful way when you're having that baby, right?
Yeah.
And it's scary if it's your first time or your second time. It doesn't matter.
Nope.
It's important. So what should expecting families look out for with their obstetrics care team? I mean, sometimes when you're doing this for the first time, you don't know anything.
Right, right. So I think it's really important to just kind of talk to your community when you're looking for a provider. So I think it's first about finding that clinician that you want to find with your care. So I think like exploring the network, talking to your friends, doing an online search and just looking for who you want to be your tribe, your team that you're going to develop, right? So once you find that person, kind of, looking with your insurance, making sure they're going to cover that person. That's super important. And then really just kind of identifying your risk factors and making sure that that's the right person that can take care of you during your pregnancy. You know, there's midwives, there's physicians, all great clinicians that can take care of you.
There's neonatal perinatologists if you are having a more serious situation. You know, the same thing happened to me when I had just moved here. So all the women here at King 5 were like, this is who we go to. I mean, literally everyone went to the same person. But I didn't do enough research, I think, on my own, because I think there are a lot of factors to consider in the decision-making process. What makes EvergreenHealth so special, and what would you say to a friend or neighbor trying to decide where to actually have their baby?
I think, having worked at several hospitals, I think what makes Evergreen so special is we're really known for being the first baby-friendly hospital in the nation.
Oh.
And
how does that happen?
Baby-friendly is just an accreditation that we received, and we hit 50 years this year.
That's
so we
awesome.
celebrated our first 50 years. And I think it's just a family. We're a family at Evergreen, and we have, excellent nurses, excellent doctors, excellent midwives, anesthesiologist, NICU team. MFMs, which are, maternal fetal specialists.
Yeah.
And I think everybody is just really a great team. So you feel like you've got the whole package when you come to the hospital, from when you begin the journey till when you end the journey.
That is so important, because you really do need to know that someone's got your back, especially, even if, like I said, if it's not your first time, it's your second time, things change. It gets nerve-wracking to have that backbone behind you. Has to feel really good. EvergreenHealth just opened the renovated Family Maternity Center, and I like that it's the Family Maternity Center. How will the new space benefit the community?
Well, interesting enough, we look at the nation and they're expecting birth trends to go down.
Are they?
They are, but through the pandemic, it actually, in the east side, has gone up.
Well,
Yeah, so in April of 2021 at Evergreen, we saw our highest number of deliveries in 50 years.
Oh my gosh.
So with our new space, we have about 35 labor rooms. We'll have 37 postpartum private rooms and 29 NICU rooms. So we're really accommodating that state of art to accommodate for that steady trend that we're seeing that doesn't really, support what the nation's saying.
Wow, that is amazing that you have seen something completely different and that you're kind of moving in to address that need. And let me just tell you, it's important to be by yourself in a private room too when you're going through that. Nobody wants company for that. So you've got all this space, and you also have some baby classes, right?
Absolutely.
That's important too. Although I will say I got so much information from the people, and I have a feeling that people at Evergreen are like this when it comes to lactation consultants.
Absolutely. We have a great lactation team. Actually, one of the things I really am proud about at Evergreen is our postpartum care team. We have a great lactation support team. Everybody that delivers at Evergreen goes to a postpartum care appointment within 2 to 3 days after and receives lactation support.
Oh,
we
I love that.
have a perinatal mood disorder clinic for anybody that needs behavioral health support. You never know when you're going to need that. So I think there are some really, really good positive things there.
That is so key. I had a really hard time when it came to feeding my child, and lactation consultants really, they are so, I mean, because y'all, have you been there? You're in the hospital room, you just gave birth, you're upset. I mean, it's just a lot, and then things aren't working. You're just, and that's when that postpartum care is so important. I mean, I would hug every L&D nurse, every one of them. I have to say, overall, what do you hope that you provide as OB-GYN experts?
I think that we just want to show the community that we want to provide excellent, safe care at our hospital, and that we really just want those patients to feel that they're part of our family when they come to the hospital and that they're receiving that safe care.
I can tell you speak with so much love and just pride in your heart about the team. You can just tell. Thank you so much for everything you do, for the little babies that come into the world, but the mamas who met them there, and the families too.
Yeah,
it's important. It's a total team. I appreciate it. All right. Well, to learn more about what we discussed today and get in touch with EvergreenHealth, please visit the website on your screen. All right, haul out the holly. Have you started putting up all your Christmas lights? It's a jolly time of year that's also not for the faint of heart. We are wrangling lights after this.
This portion of New Day Northwest is sponsored by EvergreenHealth.